So what I'm thinking is that despite the fact immigration history and nation building and ideologies are so different between the United States and Japan, especially rural communities, however, there are lots of similar subjects, topics that can be studied from the comparative perspectives. For example, I teach Asian American populations and histories and community development through the experience of women from Asia and family formation. The fact immigrant women are coming from the Philippines and China and other Asian countries to this rural community may also have experienced very similar processes. For example, very strong force to learn Japanese language. Of course, language is a basic means of communications, but what about women's background, their experience in their half of their lives that are not really paid much attention to? That means the children are not learning about their heritage, which is also very important, but yet that part seems to be completely suppressed. And also there are many other experiences that local communities and policymakers should be aware of. So my interest would be to develop a course that would compare these substantive topics on gender and generation, citizenship, and immigration between United States and Japan. Well, of course, Japan has lots of experiences with immigration. What about Zainichi experiences? Lots of second generations are still passing as Japanese, using Japanese names, acting as Japanese. Yes, they are culturally Japanese. Who respect their heritage? Today, second and third generation, mostly intellectuals, are openly using their names. When Japan would become multicultural, for these people to declare themselves as people with a different heritage, but yet share the community and creating and constructing that new society. That is something I think it's the big challenge for Japanese society. And communities here also presents that kind of challenge. That's something that we should be able to develop for American students as well as Japanese students.
Well, it partially overlaps, I think, with what Keiko was saying. I'd rather focus on the human experience of immigrant policy. Japan has already been going through policy issues regarding immigration with Japanese Brazilians and Chinese trainees, etc. But a lot of it has been discussed from the perspective of the government or from the Japanese side of the society. And I think we would like to develop a course that would ask the immigrant experience. What do these wives and what do their children feel? And through that, I hope the students will be able to have a more complete picture of what it means to have immigrants in a society. And hopefully they can also develop a connection between things that are happening to people and communities and larger global contexts and trends. That's what I would like to pursue.